Check it out, Beavis. This better not suck.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, this is another two-stroke video. We have Red Bull Straight Rhythm coming up this weekend, as you can tell. Still have my mustache on. That's because we're saving it for Saturday. We have the bike in the back that I'm going to be racing right here. And yeah, that was a bike that Dirt Bike TV, Jay Clark and we built Swap Moto Live. That's what we're racing this weekend. But as I mentioned in, I think part 3, I did buy another one, a little bit newer, 2006, updated frame, linkage, suspension, a lot of the things were a little bit updated, engine was a little bit better. So that's what this video is about. We're doing another build, some of the same sponsors, some different sponsors, but it's going to be fun, and I'm going to be YouTubing the whole thing. And yeah, so I'm going to be having you guys, you know, just along for the ride with me. I mean, this is, I guess, RM250 build number 2, part 1. I don't know. We'll have to figure out a title, but yeah. So this bike, before I show you guys, it's pretty rough. Okay, so I bought it literally from a crystal meth tweaker. The guy was like, and all kinds of shit. So, bought it for $800, and yeah, we're gonna turn it into a nice looking bike. So, the engine was blown up. It was missing a few things. The guy didn't even have the pipe with him whenever he showed up, but that's okay because we're gonna be getting a new pipe. I don't have the engine with me today. I've already given it to Jay Clark because we have to get it shipped out. Because we're having to, I think we're going to use Millennium to redo the cylinder and head on it because it was a little beat up. It was blown up. So he's going to have his guys go through the bottom end. We're going to use some Vertex stuff, the Rich Rabbit kit probably, and then we're going to have all balls, go through all the bearings, cables, new plastic, everything. So yeah, so this is what the bike looked like whenever I picked it up. So yeah, this thing, it is a Ricky Carmichael edition 2006 RM250. So I noticed that, you know, because it came with the Makita graphics, still had on there, and then it also had gold wheels. I know this guy didn't buy no gold wheels for it because the thing was rough. So yeah, got it super cheap. The thing had been sitting outside for a long time. It had vines growing in it, all in the wheels. Like it was nasty. It was gross. So I've already got to work on it a little bit. The engine's out of it, like I said. So we're just gonna get the frame stripped. We're gonna go over like everything that I have, and then get everything ready for powder coating that we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do the brake cylinder pieces or whatever, and we're obviously going to do the frame. We might do the swing arm and the subframe. I don't know yet. Comment below, I guess, if I should do it all black, if I should murder this thing out. But yeah, we're going to have gold wheels on here. Thank you to W. I already talked with those guys. They said they're going to help out John Anderson over there. Thank you so much. You're awesome for supporting the vlogs, the builds, everything. My Red Bull Straight Rhythm bike looks absolutely amazing, and a lot of it is because of the wheels that you did build me. So thank you, John Anderson at W. These things are awesome. So yeah, we're going to do that with this bike, and then also we're going to have some Works Connection parts. We're going to have, let's see, we're going to have some Galfer parts. We're going to probably use those brake lines, those rotors, and a few other parts. So yeah, comment below if you guys have any suggestions of anything else that we need to use on this build. So yeah, we're gonna strip down the frame and get started. Alright guys, so we have a little bit of inventory here. We obviously have shock and forks, triple clamps. Actually used the stem out of these triple clamps to put on my Red Bull Straight Rhythm bike for the clamps that will go with the A-kit suspension. So I will need that back for this build unless I use these forks. We have the airbox, the subframe right here. Obviously this is the frame, gas tank. I am probably going to need a new gas tank because as you can see it still has this side on because the little grommet on the inside, this thing is spinning on this bolt right here. So I don't know whether if I can fix that. I can definitely fix it, but I don't know if I really want to because I want this thing to be nice. I want it to be clean. So we might just go ahead and get a new tank. Alright, so foot pegs are still on. We got to take those off. That chain roller, we got to take that off. All that. I mean, this thing, I just set it on here. But we have a box full of all the parts that we did take off. We have louvers. These things are awesome. They're in great shape, which is very good because these things are hard to come by. And then radiators, they're still straight. Thank you, Jesus. We have the front brake, rear brake, all in here. We have all the electrical. I'm gonna have to go through and clean all this stuff up. Gonna get a rebuild kit for the carburetor. And then I bagged everything up, like the wheel spacers, the motor mount bolts, all that stuff like that. We got throttle tube, reed cage, which we're gonna get a new one of those. Yeah, just some other parts like that, and yeah. So I mean, it's gonna look good. We just got to clean all this stuff up, go through, see what we have, see what we need, and yeah, this thing will start to take form here pretty soon once we get the frame back from Powder Coating. San Diego Powder Coating is the company who we're going to be using to powder coat this frame. That's who we used with the last build, and I'm super happy with it. They helped us out with that build, and talked with them about this one. So yeah, we're going to be using San Diego Powder Coating for the frame. And yeah, I don't really know how these bearings are in here. I haven't really taken a look yet, but we're still gonna go ahead and use the all balls rebuild on these things and make sure all the pivot bolts and everything are all lubed up and nice. And yeah, so we have the wishbone, I guess, right here. We're gonna be rebuilding that too. Should we get this powder coated? Comment below if we should get this, the linkage, everything, if we should black it out or what. So yeah, we're gonna do that maybe. We have the linkage right here. You know, I cleaned it up a little bit before I put it all in this box, so it's not too bad. The carburetor is pretty dang dirty, but for the most part everything is here. We're missing some bolts here and there. Like I said, we're missing a pipe, which I seen the pipe on the offer up where I bought this thing, and yeah, it wasn't worth anything. We're probably going to be missing a lot of bolts, but that's a good thing. Bolt has everything. Bolt's going to be helping us out with this build. They have all of your needs. If you guys need bolts, they have everything. They got spacers, nuts, washers. They got bolts out the wazoo. That's what they do. So guys, Bolt is going to be helping us with this build, and they have some shiny bolts. That's what we used on this big guy right here. And they have all new bolts for the whole bike. So this thing's going to be shining. We got the frame all stripped down. Had a couple like rollers, the foot pegs, and a few other things that I had to get off, but this thing is pretty much bare. So yeah, gonna head down to San Diego Powder Coating to get this done. And then also I'm still up in the air, but I think I might take a few other parts of the bike, just in case I change my mind at the last minute. Alright, I somewhat got it tore down, not fully, but I just got the brake lines off and a few of the other parts. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, but if I don't get them powder coated, I'll definitely get them tumbled or something to get them all cleaned up to look nice and shiny. Alright guys, so for the brakes on this build, Galfer They stepped up, got us all new rotors, all new brake lines, and I think Works Connection hooked us up with a new front brake lever. So yeah, super thankful for those guys. Our stopping power on this RM250 is going to be super good. So thank you guys for supporting, and it's going to look sick. I've used Galfer brakes for the past few years now, on my race bikes, practice bikes, on teams. Pretty much Galfer's the place to go, man, for brakes. Like, you can't go wrong with Galfer. You're gonna stop, and if you pull it hard enough, you might just go over the bars. So for stopping power, Galfer brakes, dog. So these are the wheels that I got that came on the bike. They're actually not that bad. The only bad thing is that the hubs are like really dirty. But I already mounted 2 new fresh tires just to have these wheels as spares for this weekend. So I'm gonna probably end up putting the Galfer rotors on here just to be able to match the other bike. But after this weekend, I do plan to tear these things down and get new spokes and new wheels put on these things, and get the hubs all cleaned up and maybe Cerakoted. Alright guys, got my new Works Connection shirt on. It's pretty sick. It came in the mail like yesterday, but already wearing it and already got it dirty. Oh well. But that's pretty much it for the 06 as of right now. We're gonna drop the frame off to get powder coated. I'm gonna work on the brakes, see what we're gonna do there, and yeah, hopefully we'll get the engine back here soon, and we'll do another video part 2. So stay tuned. All right, thanks guys, and if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, anything, just comment below and let me know what you guys think. Peace.